All right, we'll begin with the sad news that a second firefighter has died from injuries he suffered in last month's explosion and fire at the Robbins Lumber Mill in Searsmont. Searsmont Assistant Fire Chief Wayne Woodbury passed away yesterday at Maine Medical Center.
There's been a wave of posts on social media from friends, family, and fellow firefighters sharing how much Woodbury meant to his community. Fire departments from Portland, Rockland, and Wells were among those sharing their condolences with Woodbury's family and fellow firefighters. State leaders, including Governor Janet Mills, U.S. Representative Shelley Pingree, and Senator Susan Collins also offered their condolences. A common theme in those tributes is the sacrifice Woodbury made in service to his community. The Thorndike Fire Department posted on social media saying the loss is being felt across the entire fire service community. Members there are writing in part, "The courage, dedication, and selfless service displayed by Assistant Chief Woodbury will never be forgotten. His commitment to protecting others exemplified the very best of the fire service."
Officials with the town of Searsmont say Woodbury's body is being transported to Belfast today. They say the motorcade driving the body will be going down New England Road through the village and on toward Searsmont around 3 this afternoon. They're asking people to consider lining the streets then to honor Woodbury. The fire marshal's office says Woodbury's investigation into the Robbins lumber fire remains ongoing. At least one house in Wells is destroyed after a massive fire right on the beach.
First responders closed off a stretch of Atlantic Avenue for a while yesterday as they worked to put out those flames. Our Katie Delaney is on scene this morning with the latest. Hi, Katie.
Hi, Leanne and Sharon. This house right behind me here, right on Wells Beach, destroyed in that massive fire yesterday. It has totally burned down. Now, according to the assistant fire chief in Wells, people were inside the home at the time of the fire. One person had a minor injury and didn't have to go to the hospital. Everyone else was okay. Now, the fire broke out yesterday afternoon and continued for several hours into the night. Fire crews were able to get the fire out. Smoke and flames could be seen from far down the beach in Wells and beyond yesterday. Crews during that Atlantic Avenue was closed at the time. Now it's reopened and crews have left the scene. The fire was contained to the house where it started and the two homes next to it. The assistant fire chief said this was a 4-alarm fire because of how severe the fire was, as well as the conditions that they faced during June.
These houses obviously are very close together. Again, crews did a phenomenal job in the first few minutes doing what they can with the amount of volume of fire that they had when they arrived.
Right now, there's caution tape around the house where the fire started, as well as all the way around the one to the right of it. This home that looks like it's under construction right now, the sides of the house are burned. You can see especially up high around the roof. It's black all along the side. There's also caution tape going along to the side of the house to the left of the one that's burned down. You can see a lot of damage sustained to that one too. We don't know what the cause of this fire was yet. We'll let you know when we learn more information. Live in Wells, Katie Delaney, News Center, Maine.
All right, thank you for the update, Katie. A man from Sanford is expected to appear in court this morning after being arrested for allegedly threatening to bomb a Central Maine power facility in Alfred. According to the York County Sheriff's Office, Sean Grenier made a threat during a disagreement with a customer service representative over the phone. Investigators say Grenier told the employee he would bring a bomb to the CMP location in Alfred. Deputies obtained a warrant and arrested Grenier at his home in Sanford Friday night. He's being held at the York County Jail after failing to post bail. He's supposed to appear at York Judicial Center in Biddeford later today.
A woman from Lewiston is recovering this morning after being shot. Police say Layla Isaac was found on Webster Street yesterday morning with a gunshot wound after officers heard multiple shots fired in the area. Isaac was taken to Central Maine Medical Center. Police say her injuries were not life-threatening. Police say the incident is under investigation and they're asking anyone with information to give them a call.
Tonight, the Portland City Council could take up a vote to ask for more money from some nonprofits. The vote has been postponed multiple times already. The proposed payment in lieu of tax or pilot policy is designed to address the city's tax burden. Portland has $4 billion worth of tax-exempt property, so this voluntary program would ask organizations to make payments to the city based on projected tax rates. It would only apply to nonprofits with properties valued over $10 million. An official with the nonprofit we spoke with in the past shared some concerns about this. They told us that they're worried the policy could strain the relationships between the organizations that don't pay in the city. And for the ones that do pay, the money may have to come out of the services they provide for people. If the policy is approved, it would be phased in over 3 years, starting in 2027.
There are a couple of road closures happening this week we want to tell you about. Starting today, the Moosehorn Bridge in the town of Charlotte will be closed while a new bridge is built. Officials with the Maine Department of Transportation say traffic will be detoured around the project. It'll affect Charlotte Road, Station Road, Ridge Road, Upper Cross Road, and Route 214. Officials say the bridge will be closed until November.
Then in Bath, city police say you might encounter some delays if you're driving on Washington Street tomorrow. The road won't be closed, but they say crews will be doing some underground electrical work that could slow down traffic. They also say portions of Park Street will close starting on Wednesday, also for electrical work. Please expect the Park Street closures to continue through July 1st and say detours will be in place.
And there will be no parking on a few downtown Bangor streets for part of tonight. City officials say crews will be repainting street lines and markings on Hammond Street, Central Street, and Harlow Street. There will be no parking on those streets from 7 until 10 tonight.
We have a baby formula recall to tell you about. Nara Organics is voluntarily recalling all lots of its powdered infant formula currently on the market. The company says the recall is out of an abundance of caution due to a potential risk of botulism. The formula was sold nationwide through Target stores and online platforms. At least 3 infants in different states have been hospitalized in connection with the recall. No deaths have been reported. For more information, you can visit nara.com or fda.gov.